So guys, it's David here, and I hope you guys are doing well today and like always are doing better than yesterday. So a few days ago, someone left a comment on one of my videos saying that he's doubting if the whole consistency is really the right way to success. And I just thought to make a video on this because, well, if there's one other thing that this channel has proved thus far, is that consistency alone is not the formula to success. And I know this, right? I simply know this. And you may say, like, well, why are you still, why are you still not trying to change anything when you know like consistency alone isn't going to give you anything? And I have my reasons, right? I have my reasons, and one being that I simply record daily just to upload an update on my life and to share with you guys the journey until I become successful. Obviously, that is still yet to happen. But one thing that this has proved with my journey on YouTube so far is just that being consistent doesn't bring success at all. As a matter of fact, being consistent alone really makes a negligible difference. And why do I say that? Because think of it this way, guys. If you go to the gym and you have always been comfortable just curling, bicep curling 5 kilograms, right? Eventually, in the beginning, it was difficult. Just like how I started this channel. When I first began, I was very awkward. It took me a long time to just even post my first video. I had stage fright. I had this shyness of public speaking. And over time, I got more comfortable. Over time, I managed to control my tonality, to lower my voice when it's needed and to really expand my voice when I want to prove a point or make something or over exaggerate something. But you see, guys, it was uncomfortable for me at the beginning. Just like curling 5 kilograms of bicep curls. At the beginning, it may be very hard for you. But over time, you get comfortable. Over time, over consistency, you get comfortable. And eventually, curling that 5 kilograms no longer brings stress and pain to your biceps, but rather they are beyond your comfort zone, right? Just like me showing up every single day to record a 10-minute or 15-minute mediocre, or perhaps even below mediocre video. It no longer is difficult. And it is really just as simple as brushing my teeth now. It is routine. It is so regimented into my routine that not doing it feels weird. Not doing it feels awkward, right? Just like not brushing your teeth, it feels you're disgusted by it. But a lot of the times we fall into the same habits every single day because they have become automations or automatic. Would that be the correct grammar? But they have become so familiar to us that we don't think twice about doing them, that we don't think twice about how we can do it better. How can we brush our teeth better to have a cleaner mouth? How can we lift more weight so we can build bigger biceps? How can we create or perhaps tell a story on YouTube so the videos I make can become more personal and more engaging? You see, when something becomes so automatic, so familiar, so ritualized, we tend to ignore that we can improve. We don't see the areas where we can perhaps get better at so that we can deliver and receive better results. And this is why I say consistency doesn't just give you success. Consistency alone needs to be renewed with deliberate practice. Right? Consistency, yes, it's definitely the foundation to see any long-term growth. But without your willingness and your awareness to find out how you can get better at something, find out your weaknesses, find what other people are doing that is giving them success, find out exactly how you can become better every single day, then your consistency will eventually amount to nothing. And that is simply a fact. You will only continue on living the life you are living right now. You become stuck. And there are probably thousands of ways you could improve on. There are thousands of ways I can say right now to just even make my videos better. But if I don't do it, if I don't deliberate practice and, get better at storytelling, right? Get better at video editing, get better at setting up my lighting, get better at just as simple as my online presence and my appearance, right? Just so many things that we know we could get better at, but by not doing it and staying comfortable with your routine and regimen, well, then success is not going to happen, right? As simple as that. So yes, answering this question from whoever commented a few days ago. Sorry, I can't remember your name on the top of my head right now, but I definitely replied. Consistency alone does not give you success, right? Consistency alone does not give you success. However, consistency plus deliberate practice, and yes, success is going to happen, right? Success will be bound to happen. And really, by then, the only difference when success will happen is time, right? You will only worry about when it will happen rather than will it happen or not. Because if you practice on ways you can get better, always aware on your feedback and be consistent to improve on those feedback, basis on those feedback, then you're going to get better. You are going to become unrecognizable, and most importantly, you will achieve whatever goals you said you want to achieve for the year or however long it is you have those goals you want to achieve on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say today, guys. Today has been a great day, and tomorrow I'll start doing my outreach. Tomorrow I'll finally start putting the product I made out to the world and see what feedback I'll receive back. I have always been a bit reluctant to outreach, to prospect. And I think that's one major reason also why I felt comfortable creating my application. But a lot of the stress came afterwards when I realized that eventually I'll have to give this to the world and let the world and the market judge me, And that's something I guess I had a little bit of fear within me. And I guess that is really one thing that limited me to really be free from this stress and unnecessary worry. But tomorrow, I'm going to overcome this worry because, I have come this far, right? I've come this far, and I know that any type of fear that I initially had can be overcome. Just like my public speaking. At the beginning, I was awkward. At the beginning, I was shy. At the beginning, I could not even look in the camera. Even though nobody is watching me, I could not talk. But by staying consistent, I managed to get over this fear. And if I just put in deliberate practice, then my channel will grow so much. But let's not focus on that for a minute, even though it is super important. I'm going to use this lesson on getting my first sale for my digital product. And when that happens, guys, everything will change for me. And I know that for a fact. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But like always, I hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.